Going to the game, I'm going to be playing jungle Hecarim and show you why this champion is still broken and is still one of the best, or if not the best, solo queue jungler right now. In this matchup, we're currently up against Pantheon, and in a Hecarim vs Pantheon, this is a bit of an advantage for Pantheon in the early game due to stronger ganks and higher DPS, but once we get to at least the mid game, we would be able to outscale Pantheon, having better team fighting, crowd control, and more durable than him. That is why all we need to do is get efficient ganks. Once we have our Triforce plus armor boots, then definitely we have the better matchup in the 1v1. I start in the blue buff rather than the red side because I want to path towards the Darius, helping the set. It should be advantageous for the Darius, so most likely he would be overextended and we would be able to punish him. The clear that I'm doing is a blue side clear into a flex, but usually the rule of thumb for me is when I start the blue buff, I always go for a 4 camp clear into a flex. Going for a blue buff, Gromp, Wolves, and then straight to red. That way, when Scuttle spawns, I will have both red and blue buff and would be able to contest this a lot better. Because if I just go for Raptors into Scut, I would not have my red buff, which would make me a bit weaker. Duo lane, a lot is happening. I think it's a 1-for-1 trade. Set actually getting a kill at the bottom side. It's really good. Pantheon shows his presence in the mid lane. Gets a Zoe's flash if I'm not mistaken. And with this knowledge, I know that he's at the top Scut, so I don't need to go for the bot Scut immediately. I don't know how our Kai'Sa Lulu is losing to Vayne Pyke, and it's something that we do not want to happen early. We're pathing towards the bot side, so there's no way I could help our dual lane right now. After taking the Scuttler, I was thinking if I could go for the blue buff, but since Pantheon is quite strong, it's gonna be very risky, especially since we don't have mid priority. We just play it safe. We want to get level 5 as soon as possible because this would make our ganks a lot scarier and give us a bigger burst. Before going back to base, we look to see if we can punish this Darius, go into the bush, wait for Set to go for a third skill ulti, or if Darius engages, we can just go for the immediate punish. I used my third skill early. I thought Darius was gonna fight. I'll just wait a bit more. I don't have my camps up yet, so there's no issue doing this right now. We see Darius getting a good trade, and this is perfect. And after the Set ulti, we can now engage, push the Darius even further, and get the immediate punish. This is what's so nice about Heca jungle. His ganks are super strong. If your opponents has no escape tools, then it's really easy to gank them. Pantheon ults bot to try to help the tower and Set another bait. We get the Pantheon out of position. Even though I don't have any items, I still deal so much damage. We get a free plate. Hopefully minions can take it. Probably not, but it's fine. We're able to get back to base, buy our items, and have a really good early game. Our duo lane is not doing the best right now. I don't know if I should gank them. Maybe later once I get more items. We clear the wolves. Look for any potential gank in the top side, and seeing that they're just getting zoned out by the spike, I decide to, you know what, let's try to help them at least once. Maybe we can bait the Pyke since he tends to play aggressive. We go to the bush, hopefully it's not warded. See that Pyke's there, and we can go for the immediate punish. Pyke with no third skill, hopefully has no flash, get an immediate kill, also get one onto the Vayne, and here, we're able to help our duo lane get back into the game. Surely they should be able to get plates without any problem. And Pantheon, I don't know what happened. Lulu forgot to press ulti and just got caught. Kai'Sa is very low and I tell her to go back because I don't want to waste too much time. With objective spawning in 40 seconds, we want to take this blue buff, go back to base, buy our Triforce, and position ourselves to fight the Dragon or Herald. Normally, I would go for the Herald, the much safer play since we have a winning Baron lane and our duo lane is kinda struggling. I could also go for the Dragon if I want to play a bit greedy, but in the end, I'm positioned myself for Herald because it's the much safer play, and with Herald giving us more gold, this should help us snowball the game. This is perfect if Pantheon decides to go for Herald as well, since we have a much better bottom side team. We push the Pantheon out of position, poke him into half HP, and knowing that he's low, we can just immediately start this objective, look for a turn when needed. Darius is out of position, help the set, gets poked. Unfortunately, he doesn't have W. Zoe's there to help. Hopefully, we can get a counter kill, 1-for-1 trade, and we can still continue this Herald. I still have no idea where Pantheon is, so there's a high chance that he might go in for the ulti. And speaking of which, he just does it, so we have to flip. Unfortunately, we lose the flip, but it's fine. If we can get the kills, it should be okay. Kite the Pantheon since he's quite strong, and we get A2 for non-exchange. Dragon is still up. We have our Triforce, armor boots. This should give us the edge in the matchup. Plated steel boots counters any high DPS targets, and in their composition, they have both Zed and Pantheon. So this item should mitigate all of the high DPS that they have. Dragon is still up, but looking at my positioning, it's okay. My teammates though are not in a position to help. That's why I just wanna farm my camps first. Maybe I let them start before I go for a team fight. Pantheon summons the Herald mid. Zoe is getting poked. And yeah, we need the set to do something because my duo lane is not having it right now. We have the Lulu though, so we can play a bit more aggressive. Dodge the pike hook, force the third skill. Zed goes in, removes our support, gets condemned by the Vayne. We have to kite. Yeah, we're not in a good position right now. We're just YOLOing. I positioned myself to ult just in case someone goes in a weird spot. Pantheon starts a dragon. Most likely we have to give this unless we get an outplay. Dodge the pike and immediately go for him since he has no more third skill. Get the kill. Kite the Darius, but yeah, they're just too much right now. Our teammates are not doing the best. Currently, this is like a 3v5. I don't know what Kai'Sa Lulu. Maybe they just need to scale so that they can pop off later on. Vayne goes down to the Lulu, unfortunately. But it's fine, as long as we get kills. Seth is just trying to tank, but we just have no DPS right now, with this Kai'Sa not having the greatest of games. Once we respawn, we go again to our bot side. I don't know why they're still fighting at the top side with everyone respawning. They just get immediately punished. At least our Zoe is stepping up, getting a rampage, and looking at the minimap, she goes down. And the reason why I went to the bot side instead of the top side is because I thought that they'll just go back since they know that everyone has spawned. Typical solo queue, it's fine. What we really need to do now is to farm for ourselves, because if we're able to farm our bot camps, then get this wave because no one is here, we should get more gold overall, giving us a bigger chance to carry the game. Zed is a bit overextended. We can try to go for a fight, but he might be able to outplay my ulti with his own. Seth though, being a bit greedy, not a fan of this move if he wants to go for it, because their whole team, well, not really whole team, but Zed can possibly outplay us and buy time for his team to help. We go for the Darius instead, who's out of position. Immediately go onto him. We have so much damage with Hecarim plus Set ulti. We should be able to take him down, but his teammates are kinda fast. He's able to buy enough time, so they go for a 1-for-1 trade. But what's good is that our duo lane finally got a kill onto their pike. Go back to base and buy Spear of Shojin. Spear of Shojin is really good on Hecarim, not really because of the active, but rather the stats that it gives. This gives us HP, which makes us more durable, and 25 ability haste, which allows us to spam our skills more. The Shojin passive is just a bonus, which gives us a bit more move speed and ability haste once it's active. Speaking of which, our duo bot just randomly decided to overextend after getting a kill. it's fine. Maybe we go for the Pantheon. I'm kinda confident that we could try to go for a 2v1. The only problem here is that I don't have my ulti yet. If I had my ulti, this would have been so easy. So I chose to play it safe and just ran away, especially with the Darius coming to help. We'll just go back to base. The worst thing that can happen is that we die at this point of the game. This is gonna remove our snowball potential. Even though our team is not doing the best, we still have a lot of items, and what I like about this is that Triforce and Shojin gives you both durability and DPS, making you be able to tank and damage at the same time. Seth gets caught at the bottom side. Pyke is there. I'm thinking if I should help, but with Kai'Sa on the way, maybe I try to help. He's already out of position though. I just want to ditch him right now. Even though Zoe gets asleep, Darius was able to get the ulti in, and yeah, that's why I didn't want to help. Their whole team is really fast in helping their teammates. They just have the better team play right now. We checked for this Zed instead. Top side goes down, but maybe we can get a kill. Even though he's one level up, we have a lot of items to be able to fight this guy. Ulti in, get the fear off, and look at my damage! We just pop him like that, and maybe we could still win even though we're on a kill deficit. Even though they have Vayne, her scaling is not that strong since she's not with an enchanter support. So as long as we're able to peel for my team, we should have the better late game since we have both Kai'Sa and Lulu. With the dragon spawning, we cancel Vayne's TP. Perfect opportunity right before the objective spawns, and we should be able to get at least dragon for free. Unless Pantheon goes in for a clutch steal again. Immediately sprint on the top side. Vayne's gonna be up in 20 seconds. So we have a momentary 4v5 advantage that we can capitalize on. We start the dragon, pull it out a bit, check if there's any vision. I don't know what happened to this Lulu. Deciding to randomly face check, and with Pantheon ulting in, we have to go for another flip. I missed my smite a bit, but it's fine. Set with the clutch ulti, removing Pantheon out of the equation. And even on a 4v4 situation, we should be able to win. We're dealing so much damage. Darius though, really good lifesteal, but fails to get the reset, and we go for the punish. Vayne's now alive again. Immediately flashes in. Pantheon tries to 1v1 me, doesn't realize that he's already outscaled at this point. Maybe he's trying to buy time for Vayne, and we can even kill this guy. I just get some fruits, hit her with 1Q, and yeah. Nice champion, by the way. Tanky and having strong burst plus CC at the same time. I don't know what Riot did with this champion. Just too broken right now. And with having Shojin plus Death's Dance, and my rune is Transcendence, this would give me 1 second cooldown on my first skill. This allows me to just spam it all the way. And with Pantheon and Vayne down, we could just start this objective. It might be a bit slow, but with Kai'Sa being here, we should be able to get it faster. Instead of finishing this, we want to go for a team fight, because if this Darius pops off, we all just die. Spin to win. Just spam your first skill whenever it's up. Look at the cooldown. 0.8 seconds. We're just spamming it, trying to kite while helping to peel for our team. I don't know what's happening. Our Kai'Sa Lulu died once again. At least Zoe is doing well, and I just got randomly hooked by the spike. Unfortunate. It was supposed to be for the Zoe, but I got caught instead. And this is the hard thing that I was mentioning. If I die once, then this would give them so much space. Maybe they can even start the Baron, because Pantheon's gonna spawn first, and he has his ultimate to help. The reason why I bought Death's Dance here is because this gives us more cooldown reduction, a bit of damage, and tankiness with its passive. I see some Hecarims go with Ionian boots, but I prefer the armor boots since the durability is more important than the cooldown reduction. So instead of going Ionian boots, I'll just go for the Transcendence rune plus Death's Dance instead, and it should be the same result. All I need is a 1-second cooldown on my Q, and I'm already happy with this. If you go with the Cleaver Sunder build, I think the Q cooldown will be like 1.3, 1.5 seconds. But this build not only gives you damage, but allows you to spam your skills even more. Darius is out of position. We go for him. Pyke cancels my ulti. And yeah, this guy is just popping off. Where's our DPS, by the way? The only problem is that we're not effective against the tanky targets. But once we're able to get to the backline, this is Vayne just evaporated on just one skill. We're getting infinite resets on our Shojin plus Death's Dance. And we basically just soloed their whole team. Pyke's the only one left, trying to run away. He has his passive, so it's a bit hard to catch him. Zed, though, gets a push onto the top side, canceling everyone right now. That's why we don't want to die in a team fight, because all of the DPS is with us. Pyke's just triggering us right now with a TP cancel. Hey, just go back. He's just wasting our time. We could have just gone back to base, buy our items, and try to get the tier 1 towers. So far, if you look at our towers, it's all gone except for the mid and bottom lane. This Pyke is so greedy, so we'll just take him down. I have my ulti up. Super annoying, and with him going down, this is actually perfect timing because the objective is gonna spawn in 20 seconds, and this is gonna be a 4v5 in our favor. We buy Guardian Angel, giving us a second life just in case we get bursted randomly. Zhonya's also to help us buy more time. With the objective spawning in 5 seconds, this is something that I want to start and then look for a possible turn. Pantheon though, I don't know why they're trying to burst me. I'm super tanky. I just pressed my Zhonya. I still have my ulti. Just remove their backline. Yeah, even though I die, I still have my GA, and look at that. I'm back to full HP. So we get the third dragon for free. Unfortunately, I think it's Soul. Is it Soul? I don't remember. Oh, it's actually Soul. Nice. We get Soul for free. And yeah, this is how broken Hecarim is right now. I have Triumph plus Death's Dance plus Shojin. So whenever I get a kill, I get a triple reset with all of these runes and items that I have. Guardian Angel is just precautionary for safety. And then the last item is a flex depending on what's needed. Initially, I was thinking about going for Sterak's Gauge, but now that I look at it, they might have anti-healing. This Zed is trying to burst us, but deals 0 damage. Level 14, by the way. He dealt 0 damage and now we're back to full. Nice champion, Riot. Elders now spawning in 10 seconds. Another 4v5. Pyke also died, which is good. Kai'Sa finally did something, and we should be able to start this with no problem. The only thing that we need to worry about is the Pantheon using his ult to go for the steal. That's why I want to look for a turn. Possibly try to catch the Pantheon out of position. They don't have wards for now, but I'm worried that he might be able to take this. And yeah, we have to burst this before he goes down. And good job on my teammates. We have a lot of DPS. We take the Elder buff, and with their jungler still down, this should be a free Baron as well. Our mid lane got destroyed in the process, but it's fine. With both Elder and Baron, we should be able to just run it down mid and end the game. That's why I want to take this. I don't have Smite yet though. Hopefully they don't contest. Random skills trying to get the kill. Yep, just block the Pyke Q for safety, and we get the Baron for ourselves. Pyke though, still playing very annoying. We just bumped the Vayne instead and he just disappeared. I didn't even hit my ult and he just died like that. We go back to base. I realized they have so much anti-shield with their jungler plus mid. So we just go for the tankier item, which is Frozen Heart. Seeing that they're all AD, this should be perfect against their comp. This also gives us more cooldown reduction, which allows us to spam our skills even more. I don't know where my team is. Kai'Sa and Lulu are randomly pushing topside. Please Zoe, able to outplay the Zed with the Elder buff. Having 2 members down, we're just running it down all of the lanes. currently a 3v5. We should be able to end this at the next possible wave, since at this stage of the game, everyone has so much damage. Pyke though, yoinks our Zoe, pretty low. I still have my ulti to go away. Worst case scenario, Zhonya is still up, and finally, Kai'Sa's able to pop off. Going to the late game, there should be no one that would be able to kill her right now. Nexus is now exposed, and we'll just go for the end. Pretty clean Hecarim game, and this is just an example of how OP Hecarim can be right now. 100%, 16 to 16. Not only do we get so much kills, we're also able to assist our teammates. 32 kill participation, 51k damage dealt. And looking at the stats, 1.5k healing from Conqueror, 1.8k healing from Triumph, and I think that was a 2.1k damage from Giant Slayer. 7.5k gold deficit. We're able to turn it around, and this is how strong Hecarim is right now. So I hope you guys enjoyed our Hecarim jungle. Thanks for watching. Peace out. Ciao, ciao. Bye.